Farnham wasn't always a drunk. Once, he was a respected blacksmith, his hands crafting magnificent weapons for the town's guards. His forge glowed with the heat of his ambition, his laughter echoing through the streets. He had a wife, beautiful and kind, and a small, cozy home filled with the scent of wood smoke and freshly baked bread. But then came the war. The endless screams, the sight of his friends falling, the relentless march of the demons. It shattered him. The forge went cold, the laughter silenced. He found solace, or rather a numb escape, in the bottom of a flagon. His wife, she tried. God knows she tried. But even her unwavering love couldn't mend the cracks in his soul. He tried to fight. He joined the militia, a desperate attempt to reclaim his lost purpose, to wash away the guilt and horror with the blood of his enemies. But the demons were relentless, their power overwhelming. The battlefield became a blur of screams and shadows. He saw his friends fall again and again, their faces twisted in agony. Each death, each defeat, only deepened his despair, driving him further into the depths of his self-medication. He returned home a broken man, a shell of his former self, haunted by visions of the fallen. The quiet of his home, once a comfort, now echoed with the silence of his grief. His wife's gentle touch, once a balm to his wounds, had become a painful reminder of all he had lost, of the man he could no longer be. His once pristine home had fallen into disrepair, mirroring the deterioration of his spirit. The scent of wood smoke was replaced by the stale aroma of ale and despair. Day by day, the ale became his only companion, a temporary escape from the relentless torment of his memories. It dulled the pain, but it also numbed his feelings, his sense of self. The sharp edges of his grief were smoothed over, but so was his ability to feel anything at all. He became a shadow of his former self, known only as Farnham the drunk. The town, once his home, now looked at him with pity, or worse, with disdain. His once respected name now whispered in hushed tones, a cautionary tale of war's devastating toll. He became a pariah, a forgotten soul lost in the haze of alcohol. His once powerful arms, capable of forging magnificent weapons, now barely held a trembling mug. One night, stumbling home from the tavern, he found himself confronted by a demonic entity. Its eyes burned with infernal fire, its presence radiating malice. The demon saw not a man, but a broken vessel, ripe for corruption. It offered him a final oblivion, a release from the pain he had endured. Farnham didn't fight back. He was too broken, too numb. He had long since ceased to care. The demon's offer, a sweet, intoxicating nothingness, was a welcome respite. He allowed himself to be consumed, his life extinguished not with a bang, but a pathetic whimper. The townsfolk found him the next morning, his body ravaged by demonic influence. His demise served as a grim reminder of the insidious power of despair and the devastating consequences of unchecked grief. Farnham's story is not just a tragedy, but a testament to the invisible wounds of war, a cautionary tale of unchecked grief and the destructive allure of escape. His tale lingers in the alleys of Sanctuary, a chilling echo in the hearts of those who remember the once proud blacksmith, now lost to the darkness. His life, once filled with the warmth of a forge and the love of a wife, ended cold and alone in the shadows. But even in his downfall, Farnham's story serves as a reminder of the human cost of war, a grim reminder to never forget those lost in its devastating wake.